Hey guys, it's Andrew Walker here from the SA Property Investors Network, and I'm sat next to my friend Bruno Simão from Bruno Simão Attorneys, talking about the difference, between a transfer attorney and a bond attorney, the costing of these attorneys. And as we all know, it's very common in South Africa for the seller stroke estate agent to appoint an attorney. But how do we as buyers appoint an attorney? But before we get there, Bruno, talk to us about the difference between a transfer attorney and a bond attorney and who appoints them.
All right. So two sets of attorneys are normally involved in any transfer of immovable property, usually, right? The one that's always there is the conveyancing or transferring attorney. That's the same thing. Basically their role is to make sure that the title deed is changed into the name of the new purchaser or the new owner of the property. The second set of attorneys is normally called the bond attorneys. The bond attorney's job is to take care of the bank's interests. So if the person buying the property goes to the bank and asks the bank for money, the bank appoints them to register a bond, which is a form of security over the property. And that's their job. They secure. Sometimes it can be the same firm of attorneys doing both. Sometimes it's two different firms.
And tell me, what does it cost? So, for example, I'm going to buy property, Bruno. It's R1 million. How do I calculate the cost of a transfer attorney and a bond attorney?
Sure. So you're welcome to go on my site. It does have a cost calculator there. The costs are basically scaled or on a scale depending on the value of the property, and both sets of attorneys charge according to that scale. So you'll see if you insert a value of R1 million, the transferring attorneys will quote a certain price. SARS will have its cut of transfer duty, and the bond attorneys would also quote a specific price.
And what is your site?
So it's brunosimãolaw.co.za, and you click on the cost calculator tab.
Awesome. And Bruno, we're talking about, it's very common in South Africa for sellers or agents to appoint an attorney. It's always been like that in this country. But if I go buy a property, am I allowed to appoint the attorney myself?
So you are allowed to appoint an attorney. There's no set rule that says that you're prohibited from doing it. The practice in the industry is that the seller appoints the attorney because obviously the asset is in their name, so it's for their own safekeeping. But the reality is attorneys are governed by the Law Society. We have ethical rules and professional rules, so any attorney can do a transfer of a property. So as a purchaser, you can motivate the appointment of an attorney to do the transfer of the property, but especially if you're getting better rates from that attorney, for example, if you've got a long-standing relationship or that attorney is reputable and you know that they're going to do a good job, you can definitely motivate the appointment of a transferring attorney. You can also motivate the appointment of a bond attorney. And so even if you can't choose your own transferring attorney, what I normally recommend is that people come to me with the bond, too, and I make sure that then we're still involved in the transaction, but instead of doing the transfer, we do the bond.
Awesome, there we go. Ladies and gents, a quick reminder that as a professional member at the SA Property Investors Network, you do get discounts with Bruno Simão, where you will get massive savings when it comes to transfer attorneys. I'll see you all soon.